McKinney. Arizona State. Benjamin Watson, Football City, USA. Isaiah, Georgia. Justin Sidney. All right. Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to another edition of Dinner and Sunday Night Football. Tonight, you got the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots against the Houston Texans down in Houston. You know, once again, my sincere apologies for starting late. I had computer issues. I'm seeing people coming into the live stream. Hit the like button. Join here in the chat. I see one is on here. Intelligent Psycho, what's up? Yes, I am ready. Definitely ready. Once again, I apologize. Okay, the Patriots, you know, offense is on the field first. How was everybody's Sunday? You know, how's everybody's weekend? Did your teams win? Well, my Browns are officially out of the playoff hunt. You know, if you want to support me, you can donate here to the super chat. Any donation I will greatly appreciate it. You can also donate to me via Cash App or PayPal. I'm about to put the links here in the chat. Okay, Brady's first pass is caught by Julian Edelman. And it's first down for the Patriots.
Well, as always, this is an inside-out passing game. You're going to see Edelman really.
Once again, my sincere apologies for starting the live stream late.
And so anytime that you can have Tom Brady
Had some technical issues.
get the inside part of the passing game going, it opens up everything else.
Edelman still doing it.
Okay, first and 10 for the Patriots. Feed it to the running back Rex Burkman. Looks like he only gets a yard, or he was at the line of scrimmage. Also, to all my loyal subscribers, thank you for subscribing to me. And if this is your first time here in this live stream tonight, welcome. Don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos from me. Also, make sure you click all so you can get all new videos from me and upcoming live streams. Okay, 2nd and 9 for the Patriots. They handed off to Burkhead again.
Earlier in the season, very few in the last few.
Looks like he gets about maybe a yard, or maybe he got stuffed once again, but now it's 3rd down and 9. Okay, the Texans come in here at 7-4, leading the AFC South, while the Patriots are at 10-1 with the best record in all of the AFC. You know, I'm looking forward to see what the Patriots offense does, because it's been struggling within these last few weeks. Their defense has been on point, led by people like Lawrence Guy, Danny Shelton. Okay, Brady gets it to Edelman again for another big first down.
He was picked up a couple of weeks ago when he was let go by Tampa Bay. First down.
But yeah, I'm just curious to see how the Patriots offense will be, because their offense has been struggling the last couple of weeks. It's been their defense has really been winning them games, especially against the Cowboys last week up in Foxborough. You know, I see y'all. Okay, for those who's coming in here to the chat, I want to know your thoughts on this game. Tell me who you think is going to win tonight's game. Okay, they try to do a little trickery with Edelman, but it was sniffed out by the Texas defense, but there's a flag on the play.
Get our first call tonight from Tony Correnti. Brady seems to feel.
And tonight I decided to do a little breakfast, but I'm going to grub on a bowl of honey bunches of oats.
Holding the shots. And the answer is
disappearing like a ghost.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Okay, they got the Texans for unnecessary roughness. And they got Barkevius Mingo, former Brown and New England Patriot. Wow. Getting myself a bowl here.
Well, you just don't get many negative plays. That was close. Terry picks up like, either or.
So it's an automatic first down for the Patriots.
Plays both ways. He's in there at fullback. Remember, they lost James Devlin earlier in the year, so they put the defensive guy in there, which is the Ravens, Patrick McCarthy.
Okay, Patrick McCarthy. Well, Sony Michel, excuse me. You know, gets about a good 7-8 yards.
Texas. Barkevius Mingo, LSU. Bernard McKinney, Mississippi State.
And don't act like it's just me who eats cereal at night. Y'all know y'all do it too.
South Carolina. Deshaun Gibson, Dallas High School. Justin Reed, Stanford. Bradley Roby, the Ohio State University. And leave Robertson at fullback and give it to Sony Michel.
Okay, Sony Michel gets the first down.
23-yard line, very close to a first down.
You'll remember at the end of last year, the Super Bowl run really was a product of double teams like this.
The Patriots are at the 23-yard line.
Mason get off here and just drive the defensive tackle. This time, Brandon Dunn back off the ball. I think there's a bit of a statement going on right here by the Patriots. They're coming out with fullbacks and 2 tight ends, and they are trying to get back to this run game. Set up some of this play action.
Well, if you saw 7 of the 9 play calls have been on the ground, you can make that 8 out of 10. And this is Michelle going through the middle to set up a first.
Wow, Sony Michel runs it straight up the gut for a first and goal.
First and goal.
Hell of power run by Michel.
17 yards.
Watch the move by Michelle right here. You're going to see penetration right in the backfield. Looks like he's going to end up with a dead wide open tackle and just a knee buckler in there on one of the best athletes playing linebacker, Zach Cunningham. That was a pretty run.
Spread Lacoste, that's him in motion now, waiting for your tight end to moves back into the slot. And a good tackle is made at the line of scrimmage, but Gibson gets.
Okay, the Patriots feed the ball to Sony Michel, but Gibson wraps him up quickly.
What a pretty play that time by Gibson, coming in motion and still able to get involved with the run game. We'll see him coming in motion here, and then once he sees that wham block, he just fills in the gap right behind it. You know, this is Romeo Cornell and his defense. He knows a little something about that Patriot offense and some of those wham blocks.
Second down and goal. Right in the game right now. Brady rolling.
Brady rolls.
And it's broken up. Jonathan Joseph breaks
But Jonathan Joseph breaks it up. It was intended
or had a good game last week against the Cowboys.
for Jacoby Myers.
Don't you find it remarkable, Al, that Jonathan Joseph just keeps on going? He's one of those.
But the veteran Jonathan Joseph breaks up the touchdown.
You're in the red zone. He doesn't have to back up. Just has great instincts for the game. Started in Cincinnati. He is the senior guy in that room. He's quite the leader.
14th year in the league, 35 years old.
Third and goal for the Pats.
Brady serving. Throws too high.
Brady throws, but it's too high.
Texans stiffen and limit them to a field goal attempt, 4th and goal.
So the Patriots field goal units is coming on the field to attempt a field goal to get them the lead.
This little option route by James White coming out of the backfield has been their bread and butter. And
good starting drive that was stalled.
Can't find Edelman, and then what? That for Tom Brady has become the.
Gotta give credit to the Texans defense.
What if they take away those two? Who are you going to? And so far this season hasn't been an answer for them.
This is the 4th kicker, Kai Forbath, because Nick Folk had an appendectomy earlier in the week. So Forbath, who has not played this season in the NFL, no problem. Bangs it through.
Okay, the Patriots get the field goal through, and the Pats are on top 3-0 after that long drive.
holidays are just around the corner. And that means
pretty solid opening drive by the Patriots.
finding the right gift.
You know, but it was also aided by the
That's another story.
unnecessary roughness penalty by the Texans defense.
The more there is to like.
And now with special Black Friday savings.
But the Patriots should have found a way to cash that in for the TD.
500 event cash. Offer ends soon.
Introducing Google Pixel 4.
All right, I'm seeing y'all coming here to the live stream. What's your thoughts on this game so far? Let me know in the chat.
Don't miss it. It's the K Black Friday event. Save up to 60% on Black Friday specials, like this 3-piece diamond set under $100, or this diamond ring under $2,000. Every best gift ever begins with K.
TV show really started with.
We made USAA Bank for members like Cassie.
Really
She's made of nerves of steel. So when she has to perform one of the most dangerous jobs.
Okay,
on the
sorry
job,
about
she
that,
says,
y'all.
No problem. She's practical and always gets the most bang for her buck.
Okay, tell this cycle, you said even though I don't like the Pats,
No way.
I haven't seen teams score yet on that secondary, so I'm going with them tonight. Okay, you picking the Patriots to win.
What you're made of, we're made for.
So until this cycle, what you see? What did you see on that opening drive?
The Hyundai Venue, the newest member of our SUV family, and by Pepsi, always be celebrating. Look at the Patriots and Texans greats over the years. And this is the 100th anniversary season of the National Football League. Of course, the Texans came in 2002, expansion team. When they came in, champions were the Patriots with Tom Brady, who won the Super Bowl following the 0-1 campaign.
Okay, the Pats kick it off
Touchback here.
to the Texans. So now Deshaun Watson and that Texans offense come out on the field for their first drive of the game.
The average passer rating is about 91. These are the passer ratings of all of the quarterbacks that they have faced this season. Sam Darnold, 3.6. Microscopic. Wentz had a fairly decent day. Prescott, not so much. The only guy who was able to light him up at all was Lamar Jackson, who's lighting up everybody these days.
He's whistling past a lot of graveyards.
Yes, he is.
Okay, 1st and 10. Second drive for the Texans. My mistake.
Hyde picks up 3.
They give it to Carl Ty. He only gets 3 yards.
Right now, points per game, they're first. Yards per game.
And this Pats defense has been on points. On point. They're first in points allowed, second in yards, second in passing, and first down conversions. Wow.
The fewest points in a 16-game season ever, and that's despite giving up 37 on one night we were there a month ago in Baltimore.
Give it to Hyde again on 2nd and 7.
San Francisco, and then with Jacksonville, and he started this season in the Kansas City camp, and then when Lamar Miller got hurt, that was a big loss.
Give myself another bowl.
They got this guy, and he's been very good.
They got 2 of them. They got Duke Johnson, too. Did the deal with Cleveland. Miller really was such a talent for them. 1,000 scrimmage yards the last 5 years, and when he went down, they went right to work.
Speaking of the Duke, he's in the game right
now. 3rd and 4.
Watching on the 3rd and 4.
Okay, Deshaun Watson. And he gets it to DeAndre Hopkins for a big first down.
You get so used to seeing the man coverage, and yet this time they come out in zone.
17-yard pass to the
vulnerability is always in the middle of the field. I don't think there's going to be too many times they're going to want to let Hopkins run free into his own defense tonight.
Great protection that time. And the ball off to Duke Johnson.
Yeah, excuse me. That was a 17-yard pass from Watson to Hopkins, and now Duke Johnson gets about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Well, actually 6, is 2nd and 4.
Pick up the pace here. Come up, no huddle. And the ball off to Duke Johnson again.
They feed to Duke Johnson, he gets about 2 or 3. But there's a flag on the play.
Holding, offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Army Tunsil, one of the best left tackles in the league. They were able to pick him up on the eve of the season.
Okay, get Tunsil, the left tackle, for holding. So that puts him back 10 yards.
A huge asset here. There's definitely a little bit of a sling right there. That is a very good call, and actually slung him right into the running back for a tackle. But there's no doubt that this Texans team has been horrible at the left tackle position over the years. So they paid a pretty price for it. But Tunsil now coming in.
That's the only problem with the Texans, their offensive line.
First and a second to get it done.
Last year, Watson was sacked 62 times. Most in
Okay, 2nd and 14.
any team. Meanwhile, this pass is going to be caught by Will Fuller.
And Hopkins throws it to Will Fuller. He gets about 8 yards.
It'll be 3rd down.
You know what's really interesting about this is
You know, the Texans are the #1 team with sacks allowed.
But that really doesn't make
If they had a better offensive line, I think the Texans could be contenders. They got to shore up that offensive line so they can protect Watson, because it would be a shame for his career to end so shortly because he didn't have a good offensive line.
So 3rd down and 6.
Okay, 3rd and 6 for the Texans. Watson. And Watson gets sacked by Kyle Van Noy. Wow. My point exactly. That break, man, offensive line broke down and did not give Deshaun Watson any time to throw.
They had a wide open crossing route going across the field here.
And he had a wide open crossing route.
That pass against Laramie Tunsil, Kenny Stills is going to have a touchdown. Nobody's catching him from behind.
Kenny Stills was wide open. But Deshaun Watson's offensive line did not give him enough protection in time to throw. That's one of the main reasons why the Texans, always go home early in the playoffs. Not enough protection for Watson. Or the defense lets him down. If Deshaun Watson's offensive line gives him enough time, he would have got that pass to Kenny Stills, and Kenny Stills would have had a long touchdown. Do you agree? Do y'all agree or disagree with me? I want to see your comments here in the chat. Do you think the reason why that the Texans have not been successful in these last few years is because of the offensive line? I think so. Also, if you come in here to the live stream, hit the like button.
But we call them all family. And everything's just better when you're with them. No matter how you family, it's better in the first ever Hyundai Palisade with available class exclusive blind view monitors.
Just sharing the people on my social media that I'm live right now.
LLB. Get 20% off now through Tuesday.
You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you're fever in the morning.
Applebee's new sizzling entrees, now starting at $9.99.
The holidays are here, and so is T-Mobile's newest and most powerful signal. And we want to keep you connected to those you love with the new iPhone 11. So T-Mobile is giving you an iPhone 11 on us for each new line of unlimited. For yourself or up to a family of 4. Keep your family connected and hurry into T-Mobile today to get up to 4 iPhone 11s on us. Only.
Okay, Intelligent Cycle, you said I agree. Talking to Grubbin Media, the O-line has been a big issue for the Texans. My point exactly. No way in the world that Deshaun Watson should have been sacked on that play. He should have got it to Kenny Stills for the touchdown. Kenny Stills was wide open. There was nobody between him and Galveston on the Patriots.
Wednesday, December 11th on PGA Tour Live Golf and NBC. Second drive for the Patriots.
Okay, now the Patriots on their second drive.
Plays with 9 runs. Start with a pass here and incomplete. Trying to get it to Sanu. Came over a month ago.
Okay, Brady tries to throw a pass to Sanu, but it's incomplete.
Break them down. First 8 games, they were 8-0. Compared to the last 3, which was Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Dallas. Which that night in Baltimore, they fell behind 17-0, and then in Philly, they won the game, even though they only scored 17 points last week under miserable conditions. It was mainly they did enough, and the defense was great, and special teams was great, and they beat the Cowboys. Second down and 10, they spread.
Okay, second and 10.
Here. And Brady fires, and that'll be caught up at the 25-yard line by Sanu. It'll be third down and 4.
Tom Brady gets it to Sanu for a 6-yard pass. It's third down and 4.
What's your take?
You know, they've run so many different players through there this season. I mean, you think about, Antonio Brown, Demaryius Thomas, Josh Gordon, all these guys that were supposed to be the answer for this team. And so what we've had is just a constant flow of new people minus Rob Gronkowski. And so there has never been anything settled with this passing game from the beginning of the year. And I talked about it before. Those inside routes are key.
Third and 4. Meanwhile, this is going to be picked off.
Wow. Bradley Roby, the Ohio State Buckeye, picks off Brady and gives the Texans a first and goal at the 4-yard line. Wow. Unbelievable.
Romeo Snell told me, watch Bradley Roby. He can play man coverage on anybody. He's been out 5 weeks.
Now some great man coverage by Bradley Roby to get in the middle of that ball, pick it off. Wow, he stole that. He stole that pass. But there's some flags thrown at the end of the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 21, Houston. 15-yard penalty.
Okay, they get Roby for unsportsmanlike conduct. 9 times out of 10, he was taunted after he got the pick. Or he took his helmet off after the interception.
Yep. There you go. No can do. So instead of having it at the 6, they have it at the 21.
So now it's first and go. So now it's a first down at the 21-yard line.
Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
Okay, they give it to Carlos Hyde as he gets 2 yards.
Bill O'Brien in his 6th year here. Of course, he came up into the NFL in 07 under Bill Belichick.
Yeah, how about Jamie Collins in the year this guy has been having this season? Leads this team with sacks, has 3 forced fumbles, interceptions. He has just been remarkable. He's definitely one of those candidates for Player of the Year on the defensive side.
Cleveland for a while, and then he came back. Second down and 8. Watson dancing in the pocket. Pass is caught. Hyde makes the catch. It'll be third down and about 3.
Okay, Deshaun Watson gets it to Carlos Hyde, and Carlos Hyde gets about, excuse me, about a yard. So now it's third and 3. And Bill Belichick's son is on the sideline.
They've been dominant all season. Let's see what they come with now.
Linebackers coach. last year. And this year he is missing.
Okay, the Texans get the touchdown, and now they take a 7-0 lead.
Is banged through in the final minute of the opening quarter as the Texans take the lead 7-3.
Thanks to a Deshaun Watson touchdown pass. Deshaun Watson gets it to Johnson for a 14-yard touchdown. So now the Texans lead 7-3.
Free one-day delivery on millions of items. With Prime.
Hyundai Tucson was named an
Also-
IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. It can protect the ones you love.
What do you think? Also, when I first came on here to the live stream,
Hyundai SUV.
I also said
Dr. Francis. Oh,
I
yes.
have big questions about the Patriots offense, especially as we head into this final month of the regular season and into the playoffs.
Nervous?
I think that's gonna be the main reason why the Patriots may not repeat as Super Bowl champs is because of their offense. Their offense has been, lack for a better word, putrid. Okay, it's been stagnant, it's been slow.
Shop early and save
You know,
on the hottest
they don't. It's
technology.
like it takes time to develop,
Holidays have begun.
and no offense in professional sports should ever take that long to develop.
Plus 500 event cash. Offer ends soon. On January 6th.
You know, I see everybody's here in the live stream. What do you think about the Patriots offense?
This changes everything.
Is this what happened to us? Did we crash?
Manifest premieres January 6th on ABC. And catch season 1 now streaming.
Do you think the Patriots offense will hold them back from repeating, or do you think that they'll get together, you know, when it counts in the playoffs?
Ultimate steak, savory garlic herb butter spread, mozzarella.
Because even last year, man, their offense was just on point. It was moving and grooving.
The holidays, this won't last forever.
Just seemed like they were more in sync last year than they are this year.
First quarter, as Watson is able to make it pay off with that pass to Duke Johnson coming.
I also think that missing Gronk is a big factor. And the Patriots should have found a way to get a tight end after Rob Gronkowski retired.
Johnson with the kick will be fielded in the end zone. Back we go to the TD.
Okay.
Sean Watson is going to show his
Okay, the Patriots are back on offense. They're going to start the 20-yard line.
Hopkins, it's going to leave the man coverage at the top of the field, and that's what you don't want to see happen. That's a great job by a young quarterback in Deshaun Watson. Understanding when that safety comes out of center field, I've got the one-on-one on the backside, and he's doing a little coaching himself on the sideline.
Only the 5th touchdown pass that the Patriot defense has allowed this season. Running back to Sony Michel. They'll feed him again. So
They give it to Sony Michel.
The rookie out of Texas, Charles Menahu, makes the stop there. Second
And
down.
Sony gets about 3 yards, but it's second down and 7 for the pass.
Quarterbacks coming along, isn't it? I mean, literally every year you can watch some of these young guys. Of course, Lamar Jackson playing so amazing, and Garoppolo has been playing great. This young guy has just been fantastic. It's sets up well for the next decade in this league.
Josh Allen made his presence felt on Thanksgiving. Second down and 7. Brady fires, incomplete.
Okay, Tom Brady fires and is incomplete
The score, Houston 7, New England 3.
as the first quarter comes to an end. The Texans will have a 7-3 lead as the Patriots will start the second quarter with the ball. So what do you think about the first quarter so far? I mean, the Patriots, they had a good opportunity to get into the end zone, but they didn't take advantage. They had to just settle for a field goal. Okay, Intelligent Cycle says Patriots been just like the past 3 years. Oh, Patriots offense been just like the past 3 years, holding them back and losing Gronk and Devlin fullback hurts the run game. So, the Intelligent Cycle, you feel that the Pats offense has been holding them back the last 3 years. And I definitely agree with you that losing Gronk and Devlin has definitely hurt the Patriots run game. They are definitely missing that blocking. The main thing they should have done, either at the trade deadline or, try or go on waivers, they should have found some old linemen that could block the run. There are good run blockers. You are definitely right, Intelligent Cycle. The run block, the losing cats like Gronk and Devlin have definitely hurt the Patriots run game. I totally agree. Okay, the Patriots have a first down. Brady steps away, nearly gets sacked, but he gets rid of it before he can take the sack. As JG Reader came up through the middle.
One guy who's had a tremendous year is DJ
Reader, excuse me.
He's really had to try and pick up for JJ Watt. He's going against Joe Tooney, who's had the best year of these Patriots offensive linemen. Just
my mistake.
Slugging and comes back and grabs a foot anyway.
There's JJ Watt on the sideline.
As JJ Watt is on the sideline injured. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Brady with time, throws. Those over the middle at the 45 to
You're looking at two running backs who are
number 28.
backfield and catching passes. Of course, we've already seen with Johnson.
That's James White, the running back.
First and second down, they've got the receiver. And these guys really are two of the best right here. They are. The reason Cleveland held on as long as they did was they definitely wanted to have somebody like James White to try and do what James White has done.
That says it. Leading in all of those categories since 2015, receiving among running backs. Brady slipping away. Motions downfield, it's incomplete.
Tom Brady slips away to elude the sack, throws it, but it's incomplete. Nobody home. It's 4th down, and the Patriots have to punt.
Johnson coming back from an ankle injury as well, but that man coverage was good, and that man right there is getting frustrated because guys are not getting open across.
And Tom Brady's very frustrated because his receivers aren't getting open. But you got to credit the Texas secondary.
Third most punts in the league for the Patriots. The Bears and the Jets. Another good category to lead in. The 15-yard line, DeAndre Carter.
Wow, and the Patriots have one of the most punt averages in the NFL. That is a bad category to be in because that means you're not getting the ball. That means you're not keeping possessions alive, and you're not really scoring.
In spades tonight.
The sleeve's getting wet right now. Separation. I can't read all the lips, but I heard separation. He was right.
Personal foul.
There was no separation.
Block, number 38. This penalty assessed after this is the goal. First down. Timeout.
Here is the frustration.
Wow, the Texans got called for a hit to the leg. So now they're pinned back to start their third drive of the game.
There's something? Yeah, cash back with Racketson apparently. Just got 9% back on new clothes, 5% back on toys for my kids, and 3% back on golf stuff. What about this hole? Well, I birdied that. You have to ask. Curry for 3. Again.
Get cash back on sports equipment and thousands of other purchases. Cash back. Rack it up with Rack.
Just letting more people know I'm live on social media. But yeah, Tom Brady does have a right to be frustrated. His receivers are not getting open. The Texans are doing a pretty good job of bottling his receivers up. Well, their secondary, excuse me. Intelligence Cycle says, I haven't seen Tom Brady this frustrated with his receivers since the time they lost to the Ravens in the 2009 wild card game. I know, right?
It's time to quit smoking cold turkey. So Chantix can help you quit slow turkey along with support. Chantix is proven to help you.
But you gotta give the Texans secondary credit.
So when the day arrives, you'll be more ready to kiss cigarettes goodbye. When you try to smoke with or without Chantix, you may have nicotine withdrawal symptoms. Stop Chantix and get help right away. It could changes in behavior or thinking, aggression, hostility, depressed mood, suicidal thoughts or actions, seizures, new or worse heart or blood vessel problems, sleepwalking or life-threatening allergic and skin reactions. Decrease alcohol use. Use caution driving or operating machinery. Tell your doctor if you've had mental health problems. The most common side effect is nausea. Talk to your doctor.
Definitely. But the Patriots have been having problems all year offensively. The reason why they have this 10-1 record is because of their defense. Their defense is giving them that 10-1 record, not their offense. Excuse me. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate to Cash App or PayPal. I have both links at the top of the chat. Also, you can click on the super chat and donate as well. Whatever you can donate, I will greatly appreciate it. It will help me keep this channel going. Also, it will help me grow this channel because I want to do more things on here. You know, besides live streams and videos, I also want to go out on the road.
Second down and 10. Of course, when these two guys
they feed it to Carlos Hyde, and he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. So it's second down and 10 for the Texans.
Sean Watson, even though they were separated by a few years. Second and 10, they go empty.
Okay, they're going empty backfield. Watson with some time. Okay, they give it to the tight end, Darren Fells, and he fights for the first down. He spins around for the first down, excuse me.
Yeah, he really has. He's opened it up, but now I'm telling you, against zone defense is a lot of guys can catch balls. And the strength of this team so far this season has been in man coverage. I don't know if the fact that the speed on the offensive side of the Texans is getting them out of that look, or exactly what it is.
Well, somebody text me. Okay, they give it to Duke Johnson. He gets about 6 or 7 yards on second down.
But I also know that it was a concern. It's one thing to play man coverage on a guy who's on the outside, right? You have the boundary to help you and have all that kind of stuff. But with this team, they're able to put Kenny Stills or Will Fuller in the slot inside. And now you have the entire field, those deep overs, some crossers. And it's just a very difficult place to cover.
Okay, it's 2nd and 3. I mean, okay, Watson escapes and looks like he leaps for the first down. Looks like he's close enough.
They're going to spot the ball up at the 32-yard line, which from here looks a little bit short.
Okay, he's about an inch short of the first down marker. I thought he had it. It looked like he had it.
It really reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson when he plays. Now, typically, when he scrambles like that, and by the way, he scrambles much more to the right than he does to the left. But a lot of times he'll pull up out there.
I thought he got the first down on the scramble.
Take a look on that.
Third down inches now.
Okay, 3rd and inches. And Carlos Hyde gets a couple of yards for the first down.
One thing that has really impressed me, and I know there's been a lot of conversation about Bill O'Brien effectively now being the general manager of this team, making a lot of these moves. But as the head coach, and we talked to him about it, he said, I know what we're playing and I know what we need. And what they needed at the beginning of the season were some running backs after that injury. And boom, he got inside Duke Johnson right away.
And the left tackle, Johnson, some help in the secondary. I mean, look, he grew up under in the NFL anyway.
Okay. They give it to Carlos Hyde on first down. Gets about a few yards.
And O'Brien now, somebody listed as the general manager in Houston. They tried to get Nick Caserio over from New England, couldn't do that. And it's beginning to look like it may stay this for a while in Houston.
Yeah, they made the Jadeveon Clowney trade, right, with Seattle and brought over some guys. So they have not been afraid. And they've also been able to cut some salary on it. So we just going to make a deal with it.
2nd down and 8.
Okay, 2nd and 8. And that's caught by Duke Johnson. He gets the first down.
6 straight completions now.
6 completions in a row for Deshaun Watson.
In New England about going shopping.
Well, when you cook the meals, I want to at least buy the groceries, right? Right now, the groceries that he bought in Duke Johnson are starting to pay off because what we're seeing is that when the Patriots are going to man coverage, the Texans are going to Duke Johnson. He's been the X factor, and they've been able to get him on Hightower and Van Noy, which the Patriots don't want to see.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Texans. Watson with time. Wow, he'll lose the sack. Wow, it looked like the Patriots had him down, but Watson will lose the sack. He throws, but it's incomplete. And nobody was home on that play, so it's 2nd and 10.
Right? I mean, when you beat it, he's thick. And I think that John Simon understands that. And this will not show up in the stat book. You'll never see this, whatever. But these are the plays that keep drives alive, and they give this offense an opportunity now. Instead of 2nd and whatever it would have been, 25, now here they are, 2nd and 10. Who cares?
Simon out of breath. He gets a break. 2nd down and 10.
Okay, Watson. Okay, Watson gets it to Jordan Akins, and he runs for a few extra yards to get the first down. So it's first down and more for the Texans as he tiptoes to stay in bounds. Ohio State 56, Michigan 27. What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. I'm doing good. How are you?
Your B players have to have big nights. So far, the B players are having a big.
And since this is your first time here on Talking and Grubbin, welcome. Gotta give you the salute. But don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you click on that bell icon so you don't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams from me. I got a few live streams in the works. Got a couple of more dinner and Sunday night footballs left after tonight. Also gonna be working on some new videos soon. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Ohio State 56, Michigan 27. So that way you don't miss no new videos or live streams from me. Welcome. Okay, Deshaun Watson gets it to DeAndre Hopkins, and he fights for a first down.
It's a pretty release right there.
That was a hell of a release by Deshaun.
Immediately attacks the defender's outside edge and then breaks hard to the inside. He knows it's man coverage too. He's just going to use that tight end coming off. There's a little pick. What a great matchup. One of the best receivers in the game against arguably the best quarterback.
This is the 12th play of
Okay, the 12th play of the drive for the Texans.
6 rushes, 5 passes. It's number 6 over the middle. Going inside the 20 beat at 9. Duke Johnson making it second down and 1.
I love what Deshaun Watson is doing. He's reading these defenses so well. Man. You come back, and now they jump into his zone defense. What do? You just check it down. Here they go. Right there's where you want to try and drop the ball off. This is a young man who's not just running around haphazardly anymore. He's reading the defense.
Okay, Deshaun Watson throws for about 9 yards. Wow, that was a hell of a play fake to Darren Fells, and he runs it in for the touchdown. That was one great drive by the Texans. That was one great drive by Houston.
Basically, all you're going to do is overload the defense here with both guys coming out. And so the first guy is going to draw the coverage, and the second guy is going to go uncovered. I'll tell you, this has been fun so far. If you're a Texans fan, Watson's been hot, and Bill O'Brien.
Definitely one great drive by Houston.
Great play calls.
Talking about Fells as an unsung hero. That's only 7 touchdown receptions for him this season. Bear tacks on the extra point, and it's 14-3 home team.
Welcome to Toyotathon. Ready for a great deal?
Know it.
With savings on Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more, it really is the most magical time of the year. Can you pretend you didn't see this?
Well, I'm seeing it. What makes an amazing deal even better? Toyota Care. It's a no-cost maintenance plan for 2 years or 25,000 miles, plus roadside assistance for 2 years and a limited.
It seems like on these last two scoring drives, this Pats defense has no answer for Watson. And another thing I noticed about the Patriots, you know, so far this season, when they have played a pretty good offense, then there's nothing they can do. Nothing they can do.
Just needed to get out of watch list. Thank you.
Geico, proudly supporting the military for over 75 years.
Okay, y'all excuse me for a second.
At Olive Garden, new oven-baked pastas starting at $10.99. Indulgent pastas baked bubbling hot, like new tortelloni chicken Alfredo. New oven-baked pastas for a limited time only at Olive Garden.
From Facebook. Most people think of Verizon as a reliable phone company.
But to businesses, we're a reliable partner. We keep companies ready for what's next.
We weave security into their business,
Virtualize their operations.
And build AI customer experiences. We also keep them ready for the next big opportunity.
like 5G.
Almost all the Fortune 500 partner with us. When it comes to digital transformation,
Verizon keeps business ready.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Verizon, the network more people rely on. And by Toyota, let's go places. A lot of action in this stadium over the weekend. High school playoff games going on all weekend. Friday afternoon, North Shore beat 56-35. And we can tell you the flex schedule in Buffalo at Pittsburgh. So we finally get to see those Buffalo Bills, which will make everybody in Western New York pretty happy.
Okay, the Bills and the Steelers are going to be flexed for Sunday football.
Solidly in the playoff. It's the flex game in 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks from tonight.
This is Bolden. Up to the 21-yard line.
Okay, the Patriots are going to start from their own 21-yard line. Excuse me.
They're hitting them with some funky
To see,
so
you know, if the Patriots offense can get anything going.
here comes the first one, Cross Chunk, and there's nobody left. Hightower was looking around and going, I guess that was mine.
Because they haven't been able to establish anything on offense.
Three guys in the backfield, those two guys, they're cracking the code.
So Tom Brady, 4 of 11 for 33 yards.
Wow, 4 of 11 for 33 yards. Okay, they give it to Rex Burkhead. Looks like he has the first down and does.
Hurry up, no huddle offense. So as this game progresses, you might see a little more aggressive nature out of Josh McDaniels. Or do they need somebody inside? They need a Matt Lacoste. They need Mohamed Sanu, somebody to start working that middle of the field.
Handed off to one, he has room.
So they give it to James White.
Joseph makes the tackle over Tony Correnti momentarily.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Okay, they get the Patriots for an illegal block in the back.
Nudge in the back, right there. Enough for the officials. I tell you, they were really excited to get Justin Reed back in the lineup, number 20, the guy that got pushed on that play. He's the quarterback of the defense. So far, boy, they're hitting on all cylinders on both sides of the ball. This is a defense that's been gouged for 430-something yards the last couple of games.
First and 17.
Okay, first and 17 for the Patriots. Brady. Play action pass and wow. Brady throws in double coverage to Julian Edelman and is almost picked off. Wow. If only one of the Texans defenders would have been paying attention, could have had another pick.
Who's really made a difference coming in here in the slot. You start going down the defensive backs. It's been a grab bag this year. But Roby a first-round pick, Hargraves a first-round pick, Joseph, Conley, they've got talent on that side.
And they've got 9 defensive backs in their first year with Houston. And that is Cook. Open over the middle there is Matt Lacoste.
Okay, Brady gets it to Matt Lacoste. I hope I said his name right for a first down.
They are last in the league in receptions by tight ends.
I'm going to tell you, though, Al, they have been waiting to see a Gronkowski seam route completed off of play action. That has been their go-to play to Gronkowski for as long as I can remember, and yet this year that play seems to have disappeared.
Brady now hands the ball off to the 49. Patriot tight end. I thought you were starting to say.
Okay, Brady hands it off to James White for a few yards.
That's not going to happen. Take a look at that. Fewest catches by tight ends.
Wow, the Patriots rank low in catches by tight ends. 24 is the fewest, 302 yards. That's the 4th fewest. They are definitely missing Gronk. And Gronk is definitely not coming back no time soon. He's trying to break in as the Laker girls choreographer. They give it to James White again. He looks like he gets about a yard. Yeah, they're definitely missing Gronk. And it's the Patriots front office's fault for not getting a tight end to replace him after he retired. That should have been their main focus going into this season. getting a tight end. And that could come back to bite him in the playoffs.
And so I think that there are certain big charismatic personalities that bring more than just what they bring on the field.
He spread some joy in Foxborough is what he did. 3rd down and 7.
Okay, 3rd down and 7 for the Patriots. Brady under pressure, and he gets sacked. Jacob Martin gets the sack. He tried to elude the pressure, but Jacob Martin came in and got him. So it's 4th down for the Pats. Man, the Patriots can't get nothing going on offense in this half. Nothing at all.
Side with Merciless on the other side, maybe they can rediscover that pass rush.
Okay, it's 4th and 11, and the Pats have to punt. Okay, the Texans are going to start at the 10-yard line. Man, the Patriots offense has just been garbage in this game.
And don't annoy. Who's that? That's Grandma and Grandpa. You miss her. Hey girls, just watch the room. We'll just be in the kitchen. Should we take a picture? Thanks. It's for all of you. Girls. What just happened?
What is this?
Man, Philip.
Oh, look at your hair.
She's right there.
Absolutely brilliant, both of you. Thank you.
Cute jacket. What kind of yellow is that?
The Hall of Fame kind. Rod is really into this Lowe's partnership.
He show you what he did to his man cave? Turn it into a rod pod.
That's nothing. Nacho Chase Lounge. I bet if I asked, he'd put a lazy river in my living room. Oh, you like tubing? I got you. Get your choice of a Cobalt drill or impact driver for $99. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
Man, the Patriots offense has just been terrible.
Alexa.
Intelligent Psycho says Patriots have been garbage offensively. That's a good thing, but the second half they tune it up. I don't see them tuning it up here in the second half. Intelligent Psycho. It seems like every time they've gone up against good to great offenses, the Patriots can't do anything with them.
Toyota, let's go places.
For some reason, I don't see the Patriots tuning up here in the second half in this game.
Time to shed your inhibitions. Better quit while you're ahead.
Everybody, we got it on in tonight's show with Tiffany Haddish, plus Keith Stanfield, Annabelle Sopranos, and Luke Bryan and I. That's football party. Stay tuned after the game.
All right, Jimmy working on Sunday night. He's waiting all day for Lake Sunday night. There he is.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Texans from the 10-yard line. Okay, Watson. Watson rushes for about a good 4 or 5 yards.
Winovich, and I think Belichick gave him a little.
Okay, the rookie Winovich stopped him. No, Watson loses a yard. So a 2nd and 11 Texans. My mistake.
Get deeper than he is. Squeeze him in the pocket. They can beat us from in there.
Takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, we go to the 2-minute warning as the Texans are leading 14-3.
This will be the final word in the story of
of Skywalker. Get tickets now.
Okay, is anybody going to see the new Star Wars movie?
It sounds like we're hosting this weekend. It's not a problem.
Intelligence Cycle also said, especially against mobile QBs, the way the Chiefs look today in the Ravens, I wouldn't face either one of them in the playoffs. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think if the Patriots were to go up against the Chiefs again in the playoffs this year, I think the Chiefs would beat them. Even though the Chiefs don't have the best defense in the world, I still think that they could do enough to shut down Tom Brady in that Patriots offense. The Ravens, they're just something else right now. I'll keep it at that. But yeah, I definitely think, the Patriots would get beat by the Chiefs this time. The only reason that the Chiefs lost that AFC Championship game last year was the defense was tired. And Andy Reid didn't call any timeouts in that overtime to, give his defense a breather. He just left them out there to just get beat. Which I would never understand. Excuse me. Had to clear my throat. So yeah, Lamar Jackson and Pat Mahomes can definitely run with the ball. If not throw, well, Lamar Jackson, the only thing I question is his throwing. Excuse me. That's the only thing I got a question about with Lamar is his throwing. Can he just stand in the pocket and throw? Okay, 2nd down, 11. They give it to Duke Johnson. It looks like he gets about a couple of yards, about a yard or two, and it's 3rd down.
This 1st down and not have to give the ball back to Tom Brady.
3rd and 10.
Those kind of big moments here where you start a game, you do not want to give Brady this chance right before the half. Big play right now.
And a double dose if he gets it because they will get the second half pickoff. Almost would have preferred 3rd down and 10. 120.
Okay, Watson gets it to Kenny Stills, but he's a few yards short of the 1st down, so it's 4th down. And the Texans have to punt, and they're about to take, and the Patriots are going to take a timeout. But the Patriots will receive some nice field position in these final minutes of the 1st half. All right, so what are y'all thoughts on this game so far?
He's going to get the ball back. Right now you've got 72 seconds before the punt. So Tom gets loose. Brady tonight 5 out of 13 for 57 yards. 3rd punt.
Okay, the 3rd punt of the game for the Texans. Okay, Muhammad Sanu with the fair catch, and it looks like the Patriots are going to start about at the 31-yard line. So Tom Brady gets the ball back with a chance to drive down the field to score before the half. This is going to be very interesting in this last minute and a half. Okay, also, why do you think the Patriots offense has been bad, not just in this game, but all season? And also, how far do you think the Texans will go in the playoffs? Want to see your comments here in the chat.
Champions premieres January 6th on NBC.
Numbers on the left you don't often see. Brady 5 out of 57. Meanwhile,
And so far, Deshaun Watson is definitely outplaying Tom Brady. Brady only has 57 yards, 1 sack. Deshaun Watson has 122 yards with 2 touchdowns. Okay, the Pats start at the 31-yard line.
As Myers is there, he does make the catch, but we'll see about the penalty.
Okay, Myers makes the catch from a pass to Tom a pass from Tom Brady. Okay, they get Jonathan Joseph. And did Myers catch that ball before he went out of bounds? It looks like this play is going to be reviewed. Doesn't look like he has possession of the ball, but my eyes could deceive me. Okay, Jamarius Gregory, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Welcome, welcome. Got to give you the salute. Welcome to Talkin and Grubbin. Just don't make it your last. Just subscribe to the channel and click on that bell icon so you don't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams from me. How you doing this evening? How did your Sunday go?
Sounds good.
Pretty cool, huh?
Ordered 10,000 units. That sounds good.
Pretty cool, huh? They're speaking a lot of Japanese and English.
K Intelligent Cycle says Pat's offense has been bad because they're riddled with injuries and Skip Bayless is having a meltdown as we speak. Yeah, he is. I bet you he's definitely having a meltdown. Jamarius Gregory, that's good. Well, that's good to hear, to see that you're doing good. Thank you. Glad to hear you're doing good, sir. Like I said, Jamarius, since this is your first time, welcome. Just don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams from me. Do y'all think that was a catch by Myers? Or do you think he was out of bounds? To me, it looked like he was out of bounds. I could be wrong. Okay, looks like the call was upheld. As Tom Brady throws it downfield, and nobody was at home. He tried to get it to Dorsett. So 2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
What's happening? Julian Edelman in the slot is getting double teamed, and Tom Brady is looking for something.
Okay, Jamarius Gregory, you're a Patriots fan. Okay, Jamarius, this question is strictly for you. What do you think has been the problem with the Patriots offense? Dak Hawthorne, what's up, man? Thank you for joining me. How you doing tonight? Okay, play action. And that's number 16. Looks like he's close to a first down.
One of the other things that's frustrating
About an inch short. So it's 3rd down.
aggressive on the front end, but very conservative on the back end. So you're not going to get a lot of deep shots against this team, and so you have to stay patient. And Brady's trying.
Jamarius Gregory. Do you think the Patriots offense will hold them back from repeating as Super Bowl champs? Okay, as the Pats get the first down, looks like that's James White. Excuse me. As they're trying to drive down the field to at least get a field goal.
Trying to double down, scoring on the final possession of the first half, and again after receiving the kickoff in the second half. They've done it 31 times since 08. That's the most in the NFL.
I keep waiting for that.
Okay, so Jamarius, you feel that the Patriots offense will hold them back from repeating? Okay, Jamarius, answer my second question. What do you think has held back the Patriots offense?
To be there. And I think the flip side of this is that now with Roby back and Reed back and Jonathan Joseph and Lonnie Johnson, this is a team built a little like the Patriots with #1 draft picks in their secondary quarterback, so they can match up.
You saw that clock running down, but they got that timeout with 41 seconds.
Okay, it's 1st and 10 for New England.
One remaining, first down from the 39.
At the 39-yard line. Brady throws. And it's broken up as he tried to get it to Philip Dorsett. It's 2nd and 10 for the Pats. Okay, Jamarius, what I mean is, it seems like the Patriots this season have had tremendous problems scoring, sustaining drives. As a matter of fact, they're like 3rd in the league in the most punts. It seems like they don't get to their offense quick enough. So what do you think are the Patriots' problems on offense? Why has the offense been struggling this season? That's what I'm trying to ask Jamarius. Okay, Brady throws another incomplete pass. Look like that's Dorsett again. He tried to get it to. So now it's 3rd and 10.
If they take Julian Edelman and move him out wide, they're going to keep the double team on him. The safety moved that way, so you're going to get one-on-one with anybody you want on the back side of that if they stay with this defense. They bring him inside.
Yeah, bring him inside. Inside the slot. And then move him to the right side by himself.
Okay, inside the slot. Brady play action. And it's batted down. And that's McKinney who batted down the pass. So it's 4th down for New England.
We're spending cornerbacks. There's McKinney inside making the play.
Okay, so Jamarius, you feel is because Tom Brady is not doing a very good job at QB. Wow. So you put it all on. So you think Tom Brady's been the one holding the offense back?
They're not going to take a chance and give Watson the ball and let him throw a Hail Mary or whatever, get him the field goal range.
Okay, the Patriots are going to punt.
second. So, I'll tell you another reason this game is so important right now. If the Patriots lose this game, the Ravens would be the #1 seed in the AFC at the moment.
No question.
They'd have the same record. They beat them head-to-head. And it's important, obviously, for the Texans to stay in front of Tennessee by a game. Tennessee winning today over Indy. And Tennessee and Houston will meet twice in the last 3 weeks this season.
It's going to be quite a race to the finish line. It's going to be quite a halftime to see.
Okay, Jamarius Gregory, what do you think? Do you think there are other factors besides Tom Brady? Or do you just put it all on Tom Brady?
I can read your mind. Hockey coming up Wednesday night. The reigning champion St. Louis Blues are taking on the Penguins in Pittsburgh. Went to the hockey at 8 Eastern on NBC yesterday. So Chris is talking about.
I thought it was ice skating. That was it. That was the play, because remember, that play allowed it to go from what would have been 2nd and 25 to 2nd and 10. And then they end up driving the length of the field, 88-yard touchdown drive. That one escape right there, a little Eli Manning-like.
Well, you'll be seeing Wednesday night hockey. I'm going to give you my Kings ticket.
I know. I'm excited.
We were the Rams and the Seahawks next week. Meanwhile, they go to the locker room with Houston leading New England by a score of 14.
Okay, it's halftime. The Texans have a 14-3 lead. The Patriots will receive the second half kickoff.
All right, Al, Chris, thank you. Tony and Rodney saw Tom Brady get uptight on the sideline. I'll tell you what they thought. Elsewhere in the AFC, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they put up 40 on Oakland. The Ducklet.
Okay, yes, I think there are another. K. Marquise Ratcliffe, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Salute. Welcome. But just don't make it your last time here on Talkin and Grubbin. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos or live streams from me. You said Deshaun is my favorite QB, but New England is my favorite team. Okay. Okay, Marquez, excuse me, my mistake. Marquez, so far in this game, I've observed, and most of the games that the Patriots have played this season, that they've struggled mightily on offense. It seems like they're getting into their offense slow. It's like plays aren't developed. They're not sustaining drives. As a matter of fact, they're like 3rd in the league in the most punts. So, Marquez, why do you think the Patriots are having problems on offense this season? Do you think it's because of Tom Brady, or do you think that they're missing, Gronk as well as Devlin? Do you think it may be the O-line? Or do you just think Father Time is starting to kick in on Tom Brady? Okay, Jamarcus, you said Pats are ill sloppy this year, but we will win the championship. Okay, Jamarcus, why do you still feel, despite the fact that the Pats have struggled on offense, why are you confident that they will still repeat as Super Bowl champs? I'll admit, the defense is very good. It's doggone good. But the only thing is, you still got to score. Yes, you can stop people all day, but if your team cannot score or sustain drives, then it may not amount to anything. Unless, the Pats can find a way to be like the 2000 Ravens and force a lot of turnovers and get a few pick sixes. Okay, Marquez, you said, I think it's Brady's age, plus the Patriots need more speed from their wide receivers. I agree. Definitely, the wide receivers do not have no speed on them at all. It seems like they can't get open for nothing. Okay, you feel that because the Patriots are the best and they're 10-1, you feel that they'll repeat as Super Bowl champions? Okay, Jamarius, excuse me. What else? What's another reason you feel that the Patriots will repeat as Super Bowl champs? Jamarius, we did it last year and the year before. Jamarius, I understand that you got, all the confidence in the world in your team. I appreciate that you ride with them, but Jamarius, man, it changes from season to season. You can't rely on the past and say, well, we'll win it because we did it in the past. It don't work like that. Some seasons your team may not be the best team in the league. Or they got some weaknesses that could definitely get exposed because, if the Patriots go up against, say, Baltimore or the Chiefs in the playoffs, it's a great chance that they could get beat. All because they can't score, they can't sustain drives. So the Patriots definitely have to find a way to shore up that offense, and they have to sustain drives as they head into this playoff push. Because if they don't, I don't care if they're the number 1 or the number 2 seed, they could be going home early. Okay, Marquez, Antonio Brown is what the Pats needed. Yeah, the Pats should not have let AB go. I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah, he had his share of issues, but come on. There are a lot of players who have done worse, and I don't think AB did what he was accused of. I really don't. I don't think AB did what he was accused of. I mean, the woman was on a few pitches with him a few times, so she kept coming back to him. So how are you gonna say that he violated you? You kept on going back to him. It didn't add up. And the Patriots, Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and the Patriots organization, they were wrong for just letting AB go just like that. They should have stuck by him. Jamarius, I disagree. I think you definitely need AB. If AB was still on that team, I think that Patriots offense will be a little more fluid than it is right now. He can get open. He can make some incredible catches. And also, he can take pressure off of Brady. Plus, a lot of teams would have been doing a lot of double coverages on him, so that would have opened up the other receivers on the Patriots. So, Jamarius, I disagree. I think y'all needed AB. Okay, Marquez, he would have offered a deep threat that can take it to the house. I definitely agree. AB was that deep threat. And also, just like I said, he would have given a lot of double coverages as well. So that would have opened it up for, say, a Phil Dorsett. Jamarius Gregory, you said we are good. He can go back to the Steelers. I don't think, man, the Steelers don't want him either. But yeah, Jamarius, you definitely need that receiver who's a threat. You definitely need him as a threat. I mean, look at last year. Y'all had Josh Gordon. Now, yeah, Josh Gordon wasn't what he was when he was in Cleveland, but he was still that threat that you had to account for. Now, Jamarius, name me one wide receiver on the Patriots right now that if I were a defensive coordinator that I would have to account for. Give me one. Give me one Patriots wide receiver right now that I would have to account for if I were a defensive coordinator going up against the Patriots. Give me one. Yep, Jamirius, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting for your answer. Give me one wide receiver that somebody has to account for on the Patriots right now. Because I don't see any wide receiver on the Pats that I would have to account for right now. So you definitely need that breakaway wide receiver, or at least a pretty good wide receiver. He doesn't have to be a superstar that can, that can make a bunch of opposing secondaries account for him. Because otherwise, it's going to be like it is in this game. The Texans secondary has bottled up all the Patriots wide receivers. That's why Tom Brady has had a hard time getting to him. Julian Edelman, the reason why he got open so much because they were looking at Gronk. They were looking at him, but they weren't looking at him. Nobody is scared of Matthew, Jamarius. The only wide receiver that people fear on the Patriots is Edelman. That's about the only one that most opposing defenses fear is him. Yeah, Intelligent Psycho. If it's my guess, he might say Edelman. Edelman is about the only threat on the Patriots right now. But last year when you had him and Josh Gordon, both of them were threats. Same with Gronk. But since Gronk ain't there, then all the secondaries basically shifting their focus to just Edelman because the other guys can't step up. Well, hasn't stepped up so far this year. Jamirius, the Pats are almost good, but at wide receiver, not. I'm sorry, they're that wide receiver outside of me. And also, the Pats don't have a tight end either. The Patriots are definitely missing Gronk, and that was a mistake on Belichick's part for not getting a tight end after he retired. There were some tight ends still out there that they could have picked up. Yeah, they might have not have been Gronk, but they were still pretty solid tight ends that, Tom Brady could rely on. And this is not me being a Pats hater. I respect the Patriots' history, their success, their titles, but I got to look at it like I see it from year to year. Yes, you got Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and that defense has been pretty good, but their offense has not been on point this year. And Jamirius, I'm a Browns fan, and I have no shame of saying that. You can laugh if you want to. This is not me hating on the Patriots, but I'm going by what I see. And the Patriots offense has not been good this year. It's definitely got to be better, as they head into the playoffs. If they want to repeat again, Super Bowl champs. the Browns, the problem what messed them up is how they started. If they would have gotten a few of those games earlier in the season, like the Rams, Seahawks, and Broncos, Browns would be in the playoff hunt right now. Matter of fact, they might even be behind Baltimore for the division. Marquez says every game was a struggle on offense. The defense carried them. I agree. That's why the Patriots have been winning games this season. It's been their defense. Ain't because of their offense. Definitely has been their defense. Now, anybody want to disagree, you were more than welcome. But I got to call like I see it. Definitely got to call like I see it. Of course, Tom Brady is in the top 5 far as QBs. Jamarius, of course. There's no denying that. There's no denying that. You know, he's one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. But you never know. Maybe Father Time might be creeping up on old Time. You know, as the old saying goes, Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is definitely undefeated. Yep. So, what do you think both teams have to do in the second half to win this game? Well, actually, the 49ers aren't undefeated anymore, Jamarius. They've lost, they're what? 10-2 now. They lost against Seattle and OT at home, and they just lost to the Ravens today in the final seconds. They should have won that game, in my opinion. The Niners should have won that game. So that's your Pops team. Okay, so he's been with them since the Jerry Rice, Joe Montana era. That's what's up. But, I'm going to make another Browns point to you, Jamarius. A lot of people have this presumption that Bill Belichick hates Cleveland so much, because how everything ended. But he doesn't hate the Cleveland Browns as an organization, as a franchise. He hated Art Modell for firing him. He still loves the Cleveland Browns as a franchise till this day. I know a lot of your fellow Pats fans may not want to hear that because of y'all's success and everything, but he still talks highly of the Browns as a franchise as well as Cleveland as a city and a fan base. So got to put that out there right now. We got to dispute that right here, right now. No, Bill Belichick does not hate Cleveland. For me, the Pats, they have to get their offense going a lot quicker. The wide receivers have to find a way to get open. Also, excuse me, the defense has to find a way to keep Deshaun Watson in that pocket. And also they have to come with the pressure. Right now, it's the Texans up 14-3. But the Patriots, they're going to receive the second half kickoff. So I'm anxious to see what they do with the second half kickoff on the first drive of the second half by the Patriots. Definitely anxious to see what they'll do. Using my touch screen here, y'all. And also, for as far as the Texans, they got to continue to keep rolling on offense. Also, the defense for the Texans have to keep that pressure on Tom Brady. You know, get sacks, see if they can force him to a few turnovers. Even though the Pats offense has been struggling, if it's a close game in the fourth quarter, about less than a minute or two left, you do not want to give that ball back to Tom Brady. Not at all. You definitely don't want to give that ball back to Tom Brady in a 7-point or under game. Definitely don't want to give that man the ball back. So the Texans got to keep the pedal to the metal on the Patriots to win this game. Who do I think is the best college team, team in college football? You say LSU. I gotta say Ohio State. I know a lot of people say, well, Ohio State shouldn't be number one because they didn't play anybody. You know, they play in a weak conference. I think Ohio State is the best team in college football because they're the most complete team on both sides of the ball. You got Justin Fields, J.K. Dobbins on offense. You got Chase Young anchoring that defense. He has the most sacks on the team. So I say Ohio State's the best team in college football. I know a lot of people look at LSU's resume, but some of the teams that they've played, they're not even ranked anymore. Yeah, Marquez, I agree. Definitely not Clemson. That team is Clemson is still scary, man. I do not want Ohio State to drop to that number 2 seed to play them. You know, let them play them, say, in the national championship if Ohio State gets there. Okay, we're back for the second half. Okay, the Texans had their first drive of the second half. 2nd and 10. Deshaun Watson throws it to Kenny Stills, but he drops the pass. Man, Kenny Stills, he had a nice ball thrown to him. Stills, you got to haul that pass in, man. Definitely got to haul in that pass. Okay, Marquez, who do you think is the best team in college football? Okay, 3rd and 19 for the Watson. Okay, Duke Johnson rushes for about a good 16, 17 yards, but he's a little shy of the first. And the Texans have to punt.
That was close. Anytime you're backed up, 3rd and a million like that, they came after him with another blitz and almost got out of there with a first down. But it was a nice defensive stand. That was the best defensive.
That was a nice defensive stand by the Patriots. So now they have to punt. Now the Texans have to punt. And the Patriots will get the ball back once again to start the second drive of the second half of the Pats. And the Pats will start at the 6-yard line.
Houston by 11.
Okay, so Jamirius, you don't think Clemson can be a big threat in these college football playoffs, huh? I can't sleep on Clemson, man. They're still the champs. They're still the defending national champs. Definitely can't sleep on them. As Rudy Tomjanovich said after the Rockets won their second straight title, don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion. So I'm not going to underestimate Clemson. They're still champions. They still got Trevor Lawrence as the quarterback. So, okay, Jamirius, why do you feel LSU is the best team in college football?
Speaking of,
I'll admit that LSU offense and Joe Burrow has been doing their thing, but the only problem the questions I have about them is their defense. It seems like they can't stop anybody. I mean, they gave up like 600 yards of total offense to a lowly, unranked Ole Miss team. Come on, you can't do that. Be the best.
$15 cash for every $50 spent. Plus, take an extra 20% off. Save on a new Keurig. The Fitbit Versa 2, $129.99. Plus, take an extra 20% off jewelry.
K-Shine Carter, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Don't be a bingy. Do be done. What does that mean? K Intelligent Psycho says Ohio State is the best in college football. He says I'm rolling with Ohio State. Fields and Dobbins are a great duo as the best team in college football. Definitely agree, Intelligent Psycho. Like I said, they're the most complete team. They are the most complete team in college football.
Do you like doing interviews? I'd rather run out in front of 80,000 people and throw a football.
In the room, Tom Brady, Wednesday at 8, only on.
They are the most complete team in all college football, in my opinion. Okay, as we're coming back, the Pats have the ball at the 6-yard line for the second drive of the second half. 7-yard line, excuse me. Okay, they feed it to James White. No, Sony Michel, excuse me. And it looks like he gets about a good 5 or 6 yards. Okay, 2nd and 5 for the Pats. Excuse me.
The Patriots actually put the sick guys on one plane, flew them down under separate cover to Houston, so they came down in 2 planes. No frequent flyer mileage was given.
Yeah, we used to do that 2-plane thing with the Bengals all the time.
With a glider.
Okay, 2nd and 5 for the Pats. Okay, Brady play action. Fires down the sideline, is incomplete. He throws it to the Texans bench. It's 3rd and 5.
Baseball, 12 consecutive seasons with 90 or more wins since baseball plays about 10 times as many as they play in football. The equivalent would be in the NBA playing 5 times as many games, 18 consecutive seasons for the Spurs. And the Patriots have 17 consecutive seasons with 10 or more wins every year since 2003. And right now, the Pats, before a 3rd and 5, have an issue because Ted Karras, who is their center.
Wow, the center Ted Karras for the Patriots is injured on the play. He gets up and walks under his own power, but they're about to take a look at him in the tent. Wow.
And Ferentz will take over. Meanwhile, 17 consecutive years. I mean, they won this
Sean Carter, what happened to the Jets? Lost to the Bengals. Dang. Wow. So the Bengals are not winless anymore. Yeah, Alabama definitely pooped the bed. I don't think Alabama is definitely making the playoffs, and Brady has definitely looked horrible tonight. I agree, Sean Carter. Also, I got to give you the salute. Welcome. Just don't make it your last time. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams from me. Okay, Tom Brady throws to Mohamed Sanu, and he gets the first down. Excuse me.
It's first down.
Yeah, I think a lot of people maybe were a little surprised that Sanu.
Okay, first down, Patriots.
What they wanted, but I think it really points to what this team is all about. They are about the inside passing game. You can tell they really have had no threat whatsoever on the outside. But the hope was Sanu.
Okay, first and 10, Patriots. Wow, James White busts up the middle busts around the right side for a big game.
Takes him to midfield.
And gets the Patriots to midfield. That's a 32-yard pickup. All right, Jamirius, man, thanks for joining me, man. Make sure you come back here next Sunday for another dinner and Sunday night football, man. And I'm glad you came in here to, conversate with me about this game. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe and click on that notification bell so you don't miss no new videos from me or upcoming live streams.
White is in the game, 84% pass percentage when he's on the field.
Okay, as the Patriots rush it up the middle on first down, get a few yards. Okay, Tom Brady throws a pass, is almost picked off, but it's fourth down. Well, not fourth down, excuse me. He gives it to Mohamed Sanu. Tom Brady throws a pass to Sanu for only 3 yards. Sanu is about an inch short of the first down, but that pass was almost picked, and it's 4th and inches for the Pats. Wow, Tom Brady throws a pass to Sanu, but the pass is dropped, and the Patriots turn it over on downs. Wow. Man, you got to haul that pass in. All right, Marquez, thanks for joining me, man. You enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. Okay, Jamirius, you staying? Okay. Man, if you're the pass receiver, you have to haul that pass in.
I'm Christina Stumble, and I chose the Smart Cash
Yeah, Intelligent Psycho. Wow, Brady is looking like absolute garbage. I agree. Tom Brady has definitely looked horrible in this game tonight. Maybe Father Time is creeping in on Tom Brady. Yeah, Sean Carter, he's definitely terrible tonight. Definitely think maybe Father Time is starting to set in Tom Brady. I mean, it happens to everybody. It happens to all the great athletes. Jordan, Kobe, Montana, Elway, Emmitt Smith, Tim Duncan, Derek Jeter. Happens to everybody. Sean Carter, you say, I think Father Time is here for real this time. I agree. Because, man, Tom is not looking on point tonight. Go Texas with Clemson effect. Watkins and Hopkins. All right, Will Shane. Thanks for joining me, man. How you doing?
Have you ever worked with Dr.
I know you're definitely happy how your Texans look so far.
Just okay. Guess who just got reinstated?
Yeah, Intelligent Psycho, I gotta agree. Definitely gotta credit that Texas defense for putting all the pressure on, for definitely applying a lot of pressure on Brady.
I'll see you there.
You know, you gotta give Romeo Cornell his props. Plus, I mean, he was with Belichick for all those years. You know, when they were in New York with the Giants, then he followed them to New England with the Patriots. So pretty much Romeo Cornell knows what Belichick is going to run. I mean, come on. This man spent at least on and off about a good 20-something years with him. So he knows Bill like the back of his hand almost.
What did you see on that fourth down play? Let's go back to that.
Yeah, so he gets jammed by the defender within 5 yards, but the ball is in flight. Tom Brady has just released the football when he jams him. So this should be pass interference in my mind. It looks like he
okay, the Sunday Night Football replay, the Sunday Night Football referee consultant feels that the Texans should have been called for pass interference. Okay, 2nd down and 7. Deshaun Watson throws it in Duke Johnson's direction, but the pass is incomplete, so it's 3rd and 7 for the Texans.
Basically, Deshaun Watson did not mess around with the cornerbacks of the New England Patriots. He went after the linebackers. He went after safeties. He went after anybody else.
Sean Carter, I always look forward to any chance to see the Patriots lose. That's cold, Sean Carter. But a lot of people do. Also, Will Shane, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe on that notification bell so you don't miss no new videos or live streams from me. Okay, as Deshaun Watson gets it to Kenny Stills for a big first down to keep the drive alive for the Texans.
They've been known for safety out of the field, safety out of the middle of the field, which means nobody there.
And there was zero coverage on the play. So Kenny Stills could have caught that ball all the way from Amarillo if he wanted to. Okay, Deshaun Watson keeps it, tries to throw it on the run, but to no avail. There was nobody in the area, but there's a flag on the play.
Line of scrimmage was the 35.
Okay, what's the penalty?
Eligible member of the offense downfield prior to pass, number 73. This penalty has been declined. Results of the play, 2nd down.
Okay, ineligible man down the field. Patriots decide to decline the play, so it's 2nd down for the Texans.
A lot of accolades and all that. Just thinking back, they started 0-3 last year. Do you realize in their last 24 regular season games, they're 18?
Okay, Will Shane, thank you, man. I appreciate you subscribing to me.
Yes, he is.
Okay, you said I've got to have some excitement since the cardiac cats failed me. Okay, so now at first it was okay. There was a little bit indecisiveness on the touchdown from the refs. Deshaun throws a 35-yard bomb to Will Fuller. At first, the Patriots said that he was out of bounds, but the refs ruled it a touchdown. Looks like he was. It looks like he is in bounds because he had possession. He had both feet in before he was knocked down. So it looks like he does get that third step down. I think this is going to stand.
When that ball comes loose, he gets the third foot down with control. It's a catch. That's 1, 2. I don't see the third foot completely down yet. It's really close.
Wow, man. Wow, so they're going to review the TD pass to Will Fuller. Sean Carter, yeah, that was a hell of a pass by Watson. I just hope it stands up. Because that would be a shame that they reverse that call. Man, that would be a shame if they reverse that call.
That's nothing.
Okay, Jameers, you still got faith in your Patriots will come back. I ain't mad at you, man. Hey, you ride with your team. I give you that. I give you mad respect for that. You ride with your team. If the ship's gonna go down, you're gonna go down with it. You're gonna go out with your team. I salute you for that, Jameers. Intelligent Cycle, you said I have some excitement too since Agent Vinatieri failed the Colts today and Brissett looked pedestrian. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can't believe the Colts squandered that game at home.
There's just something different to a Disney movie.
This Cyber Monday, the holiday magic is at Verizon. Get Disney Plus on us for a year.
But man, I definitely hope that touchdown stands up. Because that was a hell of a pass by Deshaun Watson to Will Fuller. Definitely hope that pass stands up.
And when you shop online Monday only, get a free LG Stylo 5.
All these commercials.
Tax smart investing? What's new? Well, Audrey's expecting
Twins.
I want to put money aside for them.
Yeah, but man, the Texas offense has been so, for the most part of this game, they've been moving and grooving. Deshaun Watson has been getting the ball down the field. He's been eluding sacks. He's even made a few plays with his feet.
Changing plans at Fidelity.
As great as this Pats defense is, they have not had an answer for him so far.
And a music video with Luke Bryan. We are the football party patrol, getting your party out of control. All new talent.
Tony Correnti's still getting the information from New York. When he's got a pen out, that means, what's the yard line, down in distance, time on the clock, which would indicate
it's
going to be overturned.
Okay, here comes the ruling.
Before that third foot comes,
I think it's going to stand. That's just my guess. I think it will stand. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm watching this on my internet TV, so a lot of y'all may be watching this on cable. I might be on delay. Okay, so the touchdown stands and the extra point has been kicked. And now Texas extend their lead to 21-3. Deshaun Watson with a hell of a 35-yard touchdown bomb to Will Fuller. Wow. Man, that was one great pass by Watson. So now Watson has 3 touchdown passes here tonight. Okay, Jamirius says, can you stream for the Wizards and Clippers? When do the Wizards and Clippers play? Okay, doesn't matter. Texas still scored 20-3. And the Clippers, Sean Carter says, let's see them Pats lose and lose badly. Oh, Sean Carter, that ain't right, man. That ain't right. Man, don't mess with the Patriots fans like that, man. Sean, if you don't mind me asking, Sean, who's your favorite team? Jamirius, man, if I would have known, maybe I would have live streamed. Okay, Sean Carter. Okay, you're a Seahawks fan. Okay, Sean Carter, you're a Seahawks fan. You from Seattle. All right, that's cool. All right, that's good. But Sean, I only got one thing to say about the Seahawks. I love the Seahawks. I respect them, but your Seahawks could have gave the Browns that win, man. We be in the playoff hunt right now. Your Seahawks could have gave my Browns that win, man. But no, man, I like the Seahawks. I've always been a fan of Russell Wilson. You know, I'm glad to see Russell Wilson finally get his due this year. He should have been gotten his due, years ago. It should not have taken the Seahawks that long to give that man a contract extension, especially the team he took to the playoffs last year. Man, that man should have gotten an extension before they played the Cowboys. But I'm glad to see Russell Wilson finally getting his due. I think he's the MVP this year.
Defense, first 11 games, 4 touchdown passes allowed. That night they were beat by
and I definitely will put the Seahawks in as a dark horse in the NFC. They might be the 5th seed, the 5th seed right now in the NFC, so they'll be the first wild card, but I don't think nobody wants to play the Seahawks in the playoffs. Sean Carr says, yes, for sure. Yes, Wilson had a horrible O-line for years. Definitely. And he still went to the playoffs with that O-line last year. And he was still competitive. Intelligent Cycle says, I bet we beat y'all in the playoffs 100. Oh, I mean, Jamirius Gregory, my mistake. Okay, we got a little wager going on here on Dinner and Sunday Night Football. Okay, Sean Carter says they are above the 49ers after the Niners lost today. Wilson definitely deserves the money. I agree. Wilson should have been got that money. I don't know what took the Seahawks organization so long to pay that man. I mean, look at Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan had the biggest choke job in Super Bowl history and got his money not too long after that. But Russell Wilson, went to 2 Super Bowls, won 1, lost 1. Should have won both of them. We won for Pete Carroll. And still went to the playoffs with one of the worst O-lines in football. Should have been got his money. Okay, the Patriots, they have the ball. They rush it for a few yards. Yeah, Sean Carter, man, definitely should have ran it with Marshawn. Definitely should have ran with Marshawn at the 1. Or they could have gave it to Russell Wilson if the, pass were going to shade towards his direction. But yeah, you run it with Marshawn 4 straight times. If the Patriots would have stopped Marshawn Lynch 4 straight nines, then hey, all you can do is just tip your hat to the Pats defense. Yeah, Pete Carroll and that offensive coordinator cost the Seahawks that Super Bowl, in my opinion. Both of them cost the Seahawks that Super Bowl. And a lot of people said Richard Sherman shouldn't have threw him under the bus. Yes, he should have. Pete Carroll deserved all that smoke. Okay, Sean Carter says, if this Pat team in the playoffs, Seahawks could beat them. But they need to get in the SB first, which isn't guaranteed for either team. I agree. I definitely think if the Seahawks and the Patriots were to meet each other in this year's Super Bowl, I would take the Seahawks. Because they're a better offense, and plus it's pretty good defensively, especially since they got Jadeveon Clowney and Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien needs to be slapped for that trade because the Seahawks did the ultimate robbery on the Texans for Jadeveon Clowney. They should have gotten a lot more than what they did for him. Okay, Jamiri says Pats will be number two team in the league. Okay, 2nd and 21 for the Patriots after the penalty. Brady throws, gives it to James White, but not for too many yards. So it's 3rd down, excuse me, and 17. So White gets a gain of 4. Okay, Sean Carter says defense has improved a lot in the last couple of games. If the defense stays at this level, Seahawks have a chance. Wilshan for sure should have had 2 when, Wilshan is referring to the Seahawks. I agree. Seahawks should have had back-to-back Super Bowl titles. Doggone Pete Carroll and that offensive coordinator. How do you not run Marshawn Lynch at the 1? And like I said, if you thought the Patriots were going to shade towards the side that Marshawn was going to run on, you could have still gave it to Russell Wilson on a quarterback sneak. He's a pretty good runner. Okay, Intelligent Psycho said, Sean Carter, I ain't even a Seahawks fan, and I couldn't believe didn't run the ball at the goal line. What was Pete Carroll thinking? Jamarius Gregory, I'm seeing if the basketball game is on, if not, be right back. Sean Carter, it was traumatizing. Yeah, I agree, Sean Carter. Wow. And Tom Brady throws to a wide open Dorsett, but there's a flag on the play. Is the 1st down going to hold up? Yeah, Sean Carter, looking at that game, man, as soon as y'all got down at the goal line, I thought y'all was going to score, get the go-ahead touchdown and win the Super Bowl. Definitely thought that y'all was about to win on that drive. But no, Pete Carroll calls a dumb pass play, for Russell Wilson to throws, and then Malcolm Butler, basically becomes a Super Bowl legend off of Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. Wilshan, the Stallion, Lynch was hot. I agree. Definitely should have fed it to beast mode. He was hot that game. That will go down, man. That will go down as one of the most biggest Super Bowl blunders in Super Bowl history. Right up there, what the Falcons did by blowing a 28-3 lead. Sean Carter, this has to be the worst game of Tom Brady's career. This has to be the worst Tom Brady game ever. Yeah. Oh my God. 1st and 30. Never seen that. Yeah, this is definitely one of the worst games of Tom Brady's career. Yeah, man. Father Time definitely creeping up on Tom Brady here. Okay, 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots.
As fast as anybody. He looked at 4 guys and 4 guys were covered.
With 1:14 left here in the 3rd.
And the protection is there. He is holding the ball longer than I
Tom Brady, yeah, Tom Brady has definitely been holding the ball too long in this game. And also, Alex Karras, the Patriots starting center, will not return to this game. Okay, play fake. Brady throws it to Dorsett. Looks like he's close, but he's shy of the 1st down. Right at the 15-yard line.
Brady doesn't move around in the pocket, and we talk about him not as a scrambler, but as a move inside that pocket. The Dorsett was open the whole time. Brady saw he just had to get his body in position to throw that ball. So now a little bit of this play action is going to work. It's drawing up these linebackers just a bit. To go in the quarter, 3rd and inches.
Okay, 3rd inch. Okay, James White gets the 1st down on 3rd and inches. With 46 seconds left to play in the 3rd, excuse me.
3rd and 17 right there.
Wow, they kept this drive going after a 3rd and 17. Okay, Jamirius says, but we are still number one to 2 best teams in the NFL. Will Shan says Deshaun has a vision of being the next Tom Brady. Yeah, Will Shan, the only thing that the Texans have to do in order to be a true contender, they got to shore up that offensive line. Deshaun Watson is too good of a QB for the Texans to be one of the top teams in the NFL in sacks. Y'all excuse me for a second.
Second down and 10.
Okay, good people, y'all excuse me. I'll be right back.
So he wanted to see what was on the other side here, and the flag for a delay.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
So now they can come out and what they can do here is kick the extra point. Terry.
There are two options out, or they can go for 2 from the 7, or they can kick it from the 20.
Well, they're going to take the penalty there. It was clear they were looking to get the delay or get maybe Houston to jump offside and take it to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, or they were looking for something specific.
Right.
They were looking for a specific defense matchup that they liked, didn't see it, and had kick it. But I mean,
My little brother. Sorry about that interruption, y'all. Whew. Had to rush to get back in here. I know now we at the end of the third. Whew. Catch my breath. Pats kicked the field goal. So now it's 21-9 Texans. Whew. And the Pats are still struggling on offense.
Something truly complex. You need to find whiskey. I'll prove it.
K-Sean Carter says Pats feasted on horrible teams in the league, and there is a lot of them this year. Will Shan says for sure. Intelligent Cycle says, cannot forget Pats had just released Nick Folk, who's replacing Jadakowski, who's on IR. So they've been having kicking woes as well. I agree. You're definitely right, Intelligent Cycle. The Pats have had some kicking problems too.
Use it to get $1,750 total cash back, or a low mileage lease for just $189 a month, or
Whew.
get $3,000 cash back.
Had to get that good water.
2019 Highlander. Toyota's Black Friday event ends December 7th.
Run up the stairs, made a brother thirsty. But yeah, Sean Carter, I kind of got to agree with you. The Patriots have definitely, feasted on bad teams this year. It seems like the 500 or plus, the plus 500 teams, they've either struggled, they've lost to, i.e. Baltimore. Now tonight they're losing to Houston. So I agree with you on that, Sean Carter. And Intelligent Cycle, you're right. The Patriots definitely have had some kicking issues as well since Steve Steven Gradikowski went out for the rest of the season on IR.
Can I please have a cookie? Of course. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sweetie, that's not Santa.
Can he lose his OCD to save his marriage? New Dr. Phil.
Tonight's aerial coverage, high above downtown Houston, brought to you by Geico. And back to NRG Stadium. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle DePoy. So right now, 10-1 are the Pats. Houston 7-4. So if Houston maintains its lead, they'll still be in front of Tennessee by a game. New England will be only a game in front of Buffalo. They'll be in the next to last week of the season. But Baltimore would walk into the number 1 seed with a Patriot loss. Second down and 10 as we start the fourth quarter. And that is juggled about 4 times and incomplete. Jordan Thomas.
Okay. Deshaun throws it to Jordan Thomas, who juggles it, but it's incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. And it's a hold on the Patriots defense and an automatic first down. So that's on DJ Jones. I mean, that's on Jones. My mistake, not DJ Jones. It's on Jones. As we start the fourth quarter, and the Texans are leading 21-9 on Sunday Night Football. Y'all gotta excuse me for, wiping all this, with this towel. Sweat under these lights. Okay, they cut it. Duke Johnson cuts it up. Well, rushes it, cuts it out left for a first down.
Let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by our friends at AWS. It has been all
Sean Carter Browns lost today. That sucks. It does suck. Yes, it does suck.
When he is on the move, out of the pocket, breaking down the defense, buying that extra few seconds for the receivers to get open. Play that guitar part.
Okay, first and 10 for the Texans. Feed to Duke Johnson again. He gets a yard.
Duke Johnson, back we go to Michelle.
Well, I asked Bill O'Brien. And some of Deshaun's teammates for 3 words to describe their quarterback. And the word that came up the most was competitor, with patient coming in second. Also mentioned brilliant, magnetic, swaggy, and humble. And Bill O'Brien said Watson fears nothing on the football field and told us, I love coaching him.
I'm buying into swaggy.
Okay, second and 9 for the Texans. Watson pulls back, rolls out, is caught by Duke Johnson. He gets about good 6-7 yards, maybe even 8, but it's going to be third down.
Stuff is in front of us. They never look back. It's the old on the Cincinnati thing. But they've got Kansas City next week, and they've got Buffalo the week after they have Cincinnati.
Well, the one thing we know is that this is a great coaching staff that makes them better. But for the first time all year, this is the team they're going to have on offense going forward. I thought we would get a little more out of them tonight than what we've seen so far.
Third down and 1.
3rd and 1. And there's flags are thrown.
Full start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Max Sharping, he's a rookie out of Northern Illinois. Picked him in the second round. He's had a good year, but cost him 5 here to make it third down and 6.
But at least they have cornerstones on that offense up front right now. Obviously, Jeremy Tunsil now at left tackle, Nick Martin the center. And I thought Titus Howard was playing well before he went on IR at the right tackle position. Sharp, the second-round pick. So they have a plan now for that offensive line that looks pretty bright.
Chris Clark taking over at right tackle for the most part. Third down and 6.
Okay, third down and 6.
That's going to be caught. That's a first down.
Throws it to DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, Wilshan, Deshaun is still legendary ever since he rolled the Tide. Yeah, seems like he's definitely been doing his thing ever since he won that national championship. Okay, Wilshan, what's the Browns' record? 5-7. Sean Carter, you asked me, how do I like Baker? Think he's overrated? No. No, I don't think he's overrated. I just think he's a second-year QB trying to find his way. You know, I know a lot of people going to say, well, Lamar, Josh Allen, they're having success. I look at it like this. Every player is not going to come into the league having success right away. Some players do not come into any league successful right away. Matter of fact, most players don't. Peyton Manning and Troy Aikman are Hall of Famers, and they were horrible after their first 2 years in the league. You know, Magic Johnson, he came in his rookie year, won a championship. Bird won a title, 2 years in the league. But Isaiah Thomas, it took him 8 years to win the title. It took Michael Jordan 7 years to win a title. Sean Carter says Josh Allen wasn't really playing well until a few weeks ago. I agree. Okay, pass is incomplete. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be on the Texans. Will the Browns break?
Right there, linebacker.
Yeah, that was a great route. They've been setting that up the entire night. To the flat and then back.
Wilshan, what are you trying to ask me? Will the Browns break? Yeah, I agree, Sean Carr. I definitely think Baker will definitely improve, will be a lot better next year.
And then hit the brakes and back the other way, and really Roberts had no choice. That was going to be a touchdown.
I mean, even Russell Wilson didn't start out good, you know, his first couple of years in the NFL.
This one's consumed over 5 minutes. 5 runs, 3 passes.
Accidentally exited my internet TV, y'all. My mistake.
The first one.
Well, it was a handoff, a forward handoff.
Right.
Okay, my mistake on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson did have a pretty good start to his NFL career when he first was named the starter. But even with his success, he's had lean years. That was my mistake. No, Will Shannon, I don't think. No, their chances are done. Will Shannon, the Browns' chances are done. K, and there's a touchdown, another Texas touchdown.
Go for 2 if they so desire.
27-9. Man, they are taking it to the Pats tonight.
Or take the point.
I would take that point.
Yeah, me too.
Man, the Texans are just killing the Patriots. And they got the Patriots defense for offside.
For the 2 points, for the extra point to be good, and the 5-yard penalty to be forced on the kickoff.
All right, there you go. They'll take
Okay,
the point, get the 5 yards on the kickoff.
Okay, PAT is good. They're gonna get, and the Pats will have 5 yards on the kickoff. Man, that's some hell of a creativity by Deshaun Watson as he was going down. Man, wow, wow. But yeah, I think a lot of people look at these young quarterbacks with a prisoner of the moment mentality, thinking everybody's coming in with that is going to have that type of success. That's not true, and that's unrealistic. Okay, I'm gonna, give a little NBA take here. Now, 2003, we all know that LeBron, D Wade, Carmelo, Chris Bosh, all those dudes were drafted. Now, the first 2 years, Wade and Melo made the playoffs in their first 2 seasons, while LeBron missed the playoffs in his first 2 seasons. A lot of people were saying that Wade and Melo were better than LeBron because they made the playoffs in their first 2 seasons. But then LeBron's 3rd year, he finally made the playoffs. And once he ended up getting the Cavs to the second round, taking the Pistons to Game 7 before losing, which in my opinion, they should have won that series. And also, we know Wade went on to win, his first NBA championship his first year with Shaq in Miami. But now, ever since then, we all know Wade and LeBron teamed up for a minute to win back-to-back titles in Miami. Melo, never really got out of the first round. He only got to the conference finals once. But since then, LeBron has won 3 championships, 3 finals MVPs. So sometimes it ain't always about how you start, it's how you finish. And sometimes some players come into the right situations at the right time. Like Lamar, at least he had some established in Baltimore. He had a pretty good defense and a good front office around him. Baker Mayfield is basically trying to build a team from, how can I put it, from basically, from rubbish. This team was 0-16 the year he got drafted. Also 1-15 the year before. And also with Josh Allen, at least he had a coach that was already there in Buffalo. Intelligence Cycle says, well, like fast and experienced defense, it's hard to contain mobile QBs, even as a great defense as Pats have been. I agree. Definitely hard to contain mobile QBs.
Double teamed on the right side, and Kenny Stills with the touchdown. And then of course, not throwing a touchdown.
So that's how I look at it with Baker. Some people, I always say this, some players come in having success fast. Some players come in, it takes time for them to have success. Even Terry Bradshaw said this in his Thursday night games with the Browns and Steelers. He said Baker's a little bit more ahead of the curve in his second year than he was. Now, this is a Hall of Fame QB, 4-time Super Bowl champion that said that.
In his rookie season, he was off to a fantastic start.
So that's how I look at it with these quarterbacks that were drafted in 2018 and this year. It's a process. Some may get it their first year, they're starting out. Some it takes time. That's all I got to say on that. Okay, as the Pats are on offense, and Brady throws to Edelman for a first down.
That we saw on that list of words that Michelle.
So, do y'all agree with me or disagree with me on my take on these young QBs, such as Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield? Now, I'm going to be curious. Now, I'm going to definitely be looking at Josh Allen next year to see how he does, because the Bills are going to have a tougher schedule, and they're not going to be playing a lot of scrub teams, next year. They're going to go from the hunters to the hunted. So I'm definitely going to want to see how he plays as the hunted. As Jacob Martin gets the sack on Tom Brady. Wilshan, I agree. Sports careers are like a marathon. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. These are marathons, not sprints. You may come into the league, having success. You may come into the league and have to, build up toward your success. Okay, 2nd and 19 for the Pats. Okay, Tom checks off to James White. And that's 3rd down. But Wilshan, you are definitely right. Sports careers are marathons. Like I said, with the 2003 draft class, Wade and Melo, they came in making the playoffs right away, while LeBron, it took him 3 seasons to make the playoffs. So it's definitely not how you start, it's how you finish. Okay, 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 for the Pats. Brady throws incomplete, but a flag on the play. It looks like they're going to get the Texans for pass interference. Yeah, they're definitely going to get the Texans for pass interference. Man, I'm sweating under the lights, boy. Wilshan, you said Cam came in the league hot, on fire, breaking records, even the past few years, MVP season, then the injury now. Sad to speak on it. Yeah, that could be, Sometimes, you could come into the league hot, balling, breaking all kind of records, leading your team to the Super Bowl, etc. And then an injury can happen and just goes downhill. And that's sad for Cam. I really definitely believe that Cam was on his way to becoming one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but now the injury has just slowed him down. That is so heartbreaking to see. I hate to see a great athlete like him go down that way. Okay, James White gets it in deep into Texas territory. But man, that is so sad to see, a good player like Cam be sidelined with such a bad injury. And I definitely think he's played his final season in Carolina. I don't think that the Panthers are going to bring back Cam after this season. I think they're going to stick with Kyle Allen. Okay, 2nd and 7 for the Patriots. Okay, hard run by Sony Michelle. Well, that's James White. Yeah, that's James White. And he gets the first down. Okay, Wilshan, you feel that he's played his last season on the Panthers too? In my opinion, if they're going to get rid of Cam in the offseason, trade him to the Bears. They definitely need a QB. Okay, James White is open again up the middle and gets them another first down. But yeah, if I were the Panthers, I would definitely, as soon as the Super Bowl ends, I'll be, if I'm the Panthers GM, I'll be on the phone with the Bears GM, calling, asking what do they want for Cam Newton in a trade, because the Bears definitely need a QB in the worst way. I think they definitely found out this year that Mitch Trubisky is not their answer. So I don't care if I'm the Bears GM. I don't care what they want. I don't care if they want draft picks and a few players. I would definitely give them to the Panthers for Cam. You said they'll go with Allen until they can draft one of the young arms. Intelligent Cycle says Cam can be great on another team. He can fill in as a starter for a few teams like the Broncos, for example. Yeah, the Broncos too. Definitely need another QB. Flacco's on his way out. And also, they don't have any other QBs they can trust. So yeah, Cam would definitely be a nice pickup for the Broncos too. John Elway should be on the phone as well. Intelligent Cycle, you said, but he's played his last season in Carolina. I definitely agree. After this season, Cam is out of Carolina. He's definitely out of Carolina. So yeah, there's definitely some teams in need of some QB help should be looking at him. Like I said, the Bears, the Broncos, maybe even the Redskins should look at him. I know they want to, see what Dwayne Haskins can do, but I mean, Cam wouldn't be a bad person to learn under if you got Dwayne Haskins on your team. Okay, second and 10. Brady throws it away as it was intended for Julian Edelman. It's 3rd and 10.
Less than 50% tonight, 28 yards.
We've seen Brady this season throw the ball away at a record rate, right? We've talked about Aaron Rodgers in the past doing that. And everybody thinks it's because of bad protection, and it has been to some extent this year. But the untold part of this story is that he's throwing away sometimes because his guys are covered.
3rd down and 10.
Okay, 3rd and 10 for the Patriots. Okay, Brady throws to James White, but he's short of the 1st down, and the Patriots would have to settle for no, looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's why I never always judge any rookie, say quarterbacks in their 1st and 2nd years under a heavy microscope, because 1 is unfair. 2, look at the teams they got drafted to. And Intelligent Cycle said, I don't know if I want him in Detroit. Oh. I mean, the Lions may need him, Intelligent Cycle. Your Lions may need him. I mean, Matt Stafford, it seemed like, he's starting to get on his last legs in Detroit. Will Shan says the Panthers' new owner stated he's not putting up with mediocre play. He wants to win championships.
This is the all-new.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard about that.
It offers an optional technology.
So I definitely think, maybe he might feel that Cam wasn't, giving enough on the field. Oh, Intelligent Cycle, I don't want him in Detroit. The organization sucks as it is. The front office can't get nothing right. Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like the Lions front office is a little bit messed up. And I feel for Matt Patricia. You know, because say if he doesn't get it right, he might be on the hot seat next year, which I think is unfair to him. Because, I mean, look at the team he has on the field. You can't blame that man because they're not winning games.
Being in the house with two survivors of cancer.
Okay, Wilshan, you agree with Intelligent Psycho?
They're two of the strongest women that I know.
Yeah, I think the Lions would definitely mess up Cam even more than the Panthers did. So if they're going to get rid of him, I want him to either go to the Bears or the Broncos. Because the Broncos have had bad QB play for the last 6 years, even with Peyton Manning. You know, Peyton Manning was basically on his last legs, you know, when he got traded to Denver. And nobody better say that he won them that Super Bowl, because that's crap. The defense won the Panthers. Not the Panthers, the Broncos that Super Bowl. That was Von Miller and all those dudes that won the Super Bowl for the Broncos. Not Peyton Manning. Not Peyton Manning. They won that Super Bowl in spite of Peyton Manning. Okay, and the Patriots are going to go for it on 4th and 6. Okay, and the Patriots get the first down thanks to the forward progress. So the gamble pays off for the Pats. And the Patriots are at the 11-yard line. Excuse me.
The line to gain is the 11.
Oops, sorry, y'all. I accidentally pressed mute.
Terry McCauley, where is forward progress in your mind here?
When he gains complete control and he's
but yeah, you know,
that's where they're going to put it. The foremost point of the ball. When that happens, right there, it is right.
Okay, Wilshan says that would be a turn of events. Cam and Denner playing for the team that kept them from getting a ring and a championship and a trophy and a championship. Yeah, that would be some heck of a turn of events if he went to Denver. The team that beat him to get a championship, now he will be trying to go there to win them another championship. That would be interesting. That would be one heck of a turn of events right there. But yeah, but I definitely think Cam could do nice in Denver. Like I said, I think he could do nice in Chicago too. You know, because they already got a pretty good defense, you know, led by Khalil Mack, excuse me, Danny Trevathan. I mean, he ended up being injured. And all those dudes. The only thing that's been holding the Bears back is their offense. So I think, you know, if they get Cam, I think if they not only if they can get Cam, if they can get some pretty nice receivers and a pretty solid running back, the Bears could definitely be in the thick of things come next year. Like I said, they have the defense, but they don't really have an offense. And that really showed last year in the playoffs against the Eagles. And that's what also cost them in the playoffs too. Was a lack of offense. Excuse me. Woo. All right. Okay. Okay, they trying to see was it a first down or where they stopped at the first down marker. Or stop short of the first down. Okay, so the first down holds up. And it's an incomplete pass.
Was closest to the pass, so their second down at 10.
Jonathan Joseph had a better shot at this than Myers did. He's coming out of here. He's reading Brady. He knows exactly what that route combination is. Guys that have been around this league for a long time understand route combinations. And if it's not Edelman, Brady's
Okay, second and 10 for the Patriots.
Gets one-on-one with Edelman. This will be interesting to see if he goes right there.
Yeah, will Brady go back to Julian Edelman? Okay, Brady throws. And he throws it to James White for the touchdown. 11-yard pass from Tom Brady to James White. Intelligent Psycho. Okay, Intelligent Psycho, you asked me. I say this, people ask the question, how can you stop Lamar Jackson? You know how you stop Lamar Jackson? Make him throw the ball. I mean, he's cool. He's an okay thrower, but he's not a great thrower. Keep him in the pocket and make sure he does not run. You have to contain his rushing. Make him throw the ball. And now the lead is 28-15 Texans as the Patriots score on that 11-yard touchdown pass from Tom Brady to James White. But Intelligent Psycho, to stop Lamar, you have to contain him. You got to keep him in the pocket. You cannot let him loose for big runs because Lamar Jackson is not that good of a thrower. I mean, a passer, excuse me. He's not that good of a passer. So if you can keep him in the pocket and make him beat you with his arm, then you got him. That's how you stop Lamar Jackson. You have to make him a passer. Because if he's constantly getting outside the pocket and rushing, then you're going to be in for a long day playing against Lamar Jackson. So your best bet is to make him a passer. Matter of fact, if you look at the two losses that the Ravens had against the Browns and the Chiefs, that's what they did. They made Lamar a passer. I mean, yeah, he got off for some runs, but not many. For the most part, during those games, they made Lamar a passer. They made Lamar a passer. For most of those games, they made Lamar a passer. That's how the Browns and the Chiefs ended up beating the Ravens. Make Lamar more of a passer than a runner. Okay, now the Texans get the ball back as they're trying to close out the game. They hand it to Carlos Hyde. And he gets a few yards with 3:29 left in the game.
You know, you come down here, and this has been the entire story in New England. And,
as the Texans are trying to bring this victory home.
Don't try and tell me Houston has a chance. This is a joke. We all know it's going to happen. Patriots are going to blow them out. And it was sort of cynical in both cities talking about this. Tonight, a bit of a statement.
Okay, 2nd and 10 for the Texans. The Texans have flat out embarrassed the Patriots tonight. Okay, they give it to Carlos Hyde. Looks like he gets about a yard. Yep, so okay, Intelligent Psycho, you said, I agree. You don't stop Lamar. You have to contain him, gain a bunch of pressure in his face, and make him uncomfortable. That's the key. Definitely got to make Lamar uncomfortable. And also get a ton of pressure on him. See if you can force him into making some mistakes and create some turnovers. Matter of fact, that's the main thing that the Chargers did last year in the playoffs in that AFC wildcard game. They made it uncomfortable for Lamar. They forced him into some turnovers. They also, basically forced him to be a passer because he did not, really go crazy in the run game in that game. So, yeah, you definitely have to make him a pass. You got to get pressure on him. If you do those things, you'll definitely be fine. Definitely got to get pressure in Lamar's face. Okay, the Texans get stopped. They had to punt. So now New England gets the ball back to start at the 6-yard line. Excuse me. Okay, James White had rushed up the middle for a first down, but he gets tackled for a 3-yard loss.
Rams defense. Rams trying to stay in.
Also, y'all be sure to come back and join me here next Sunday for another edition of Dinner Sunday Night Football as the Seahawks go to LA to take on the Rams. As the Rams keep their playoff hopes alive. That's going to be a fun one. An NFC West matchup. Intelligent Psycho says, watch out for the Bills. They're looking pretty good. I think the Bills, they're a pretty good team. They're a pretty good team, but I think in the playoffs, I don't know. Well, I'm trying to think who's the 4th seed right now. That would be Kansas City. Yeah, they could be a threat to KC or whoever they face in that 4th seed. They can be a threat. So I'm not going to dismiss them. So yeah, the Bills, yeah, they definitely look pretty good in these last few weeks. And they definitely played pretty good on Thanksgiving in Dallas. So definitely can't sleep on the Bills. Okay, the Patriots are trying to get some plays off before the 2-minute warning hits.
Patriots have to hustle up to the line. They don't have a timeout. The clock will only stop.
Okay, and the Pats are out of timeouts while the Texans have 2 left. Okay, but they got the first down. They give it to James White again, and he's stuffed for a 3-yard loss. Okay, the Patriots are getting some first downs. They just got another first down thanks to Houston committing an illegal contact penalty.
With us. They're 10-0 with every other network, and they'll be 0-2 with us.
Actually, 1-2. They won opening day.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about. Sorry about that. Yep. So long ago.
Wow, so the Patriots are going to fall to 1-2 on Sunday Night Football. The only game that they won this season on Sunday Night Football is their opener against the Steelers, where they blew out in Foxborough. Okay, Brady gets it to James White, and he gets a big first down. Down to the 19-yard line. Wow, the end of this game is getting interesting. It's getting very interesting in these final minutes, last few minutes of the game. Well, in this final minute of the game. Maybe the Patriots may have found something that clicks on offense.
They hustled up there.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Pats.
But now with about a minute or a little bit less, that's a gain of 36. From the 20-yard line now, Brady. And he throws. And that's Edelman who makes the catch with a touchdown.
Wow, Tom Brady throws a 20-yard bomb to Julian Edelman for the touchdown. To cut the deficit to 7.
In the Super Bowl, it's 20 yards just like that for the touchdown.
Wow.
After the long white gainer.
Wow. Okay. The Patriots aren't going away just yet. Wow, Tom Brady throws a bomb to Julian Edelman for 20 yards. And the extra point is good. So now it is 28-22 Patriots. with 50 seconds left in the game. Wow. I don't know why the Texans were playing prevent defense. I don't like that. I never like when teams play prevent defense. I never like teams play prevent defense. You know, when they have the lead in the game, it's like you're almost playing not to lose. Never like prevent defense. But that's just me. So there's definitely an onside kick coming to see if the Patriots can get the ball back and try to muster another drive.
45-yard line, first down.
All right. Well, we thought right from the outset. Of course.
All right, here we go. You're going to end up with the blockers right here, keeping these guys from getting down the boundary and making that recovery. So it wasn't the kick part that made the difference. It was the block part, which you never think about on an onside kick.
Okay.
But it basically clinched the game now for Houston.
Okay, the Texans recover the onside kick as the Patriots get whistled for an illegal block.
And a couple of kneel downs will take us to our post game. So Bill O'Brien finally defeats Bill Belichick.
So now, all the Texans have to do is just, the Texans are in victory formation and a couple of kneel downs. This game is over.
Next week, New England goes home to play Kansas City, the team that routed Oakland today.
And Baltimore Ravens, welcome to the number 1 seed, at least for now.
Yeah.
And for now, the Ravens have the number 1 overall seed in the AFC.
Never figured that.
And that's it.
As a spotlight game, but
the Texans beat the Patriots here on Sunday Night Football 28-22. The Texans go to 8-4, while the Patriots fall to 10-2. And now the Patriots concede in the AFC. So that moves the Ravens up to the number 1 seed because they own the tiebreaker because they beat them head-to-head already. Yes, Will Sean, it is a wrap. And you said I've got confidence in the Texans defense. Yeah, that defense was pretty solid tonight. Yeah, the Texans defense, they did a pretty good job in this game, pressuring Tom Brady, getting a couple of picks. They were all over him all night. They got a couple of sacks. So, yeah, got to give credit to the Texans defense for playing one great game. But for the most part of the game, the Patriots offense was horrible. It was horrible. But maybe they might have found some in the last few minutes of that game when they had a couple of those touchdown where they had that touchdown drive. You know, but they definitely have to work on their offense. If they don't find something that can click on offense before the playoffs, then I don't see them going back to the Super Bowl. Forget about winning another Super Bowl. I don't even see them going back to the Super Bowl. They cannot get back to the Super Bowl with that offense. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I got a couple of things to do. I appreciate y'all coming here on Dinner and Sunday Night Football. You know, talking with me, talking about the game as well as just talking about football in general, NFL and college football. I appreciate y'all. You here joining me. Y'all come back next Sunday for another Dinner and Sunday Night Football. It will be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the LA Rams as the Rams keep their playoff hopes alive, as the Seahawks extend their playoff hopes and maybe try to catch up to the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be one great matchup, y'all. A hell of an NFC West battle. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click on that notification bell to make sure you don't miss any new videos from me. Will Shan, I appreciate your compliment, saying I speak the truth. Peace, intelligent psycho. So till next Sunday, y'all have a good one. Before I go, you can donate to the channel via PayPal or Cash App. I'll make sure to leave that in the comment section below. So till next Sunday, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out.